Welcome to the weekly Tabletop Gaming news. The big news last week was the news that Hasbro CEO Chris Cox stated in an interview with Goldman Sachs that Dungeons & Dragons has been using AI internally for a while, and that it will embrace it going forward. This week, Kobold Press went in the opposite direction. In a recent blog post titled State of Play, Kobold Press issues the No AI pledge. Kobold Press CEO Wolfgang Bauer outlined the company's position on the use of AI in tabletop game development. The publisher has made it clear that they will not use generative AI for art or game design, emphasizing their commitment to human creativity. Bauer explained that Kobold Press's policy is straightforward. No AI-generated art or text is used in their products. This approach, which has been in place since 2022, is based on concerns about the ethics of AI tools, particularly those trained on copyrighted materials without proper consent from creators. Kobold Press believes that relying on human artists and designers is key to maintaining the quality and originality of their games. Wizards of the Coast released the 2024 edition of Player's Handbook this week, and despite the recent uproar against their statements regarding AI, the book has been generally favorably received by fans and critics alike. If you are in need of a setting for your D&D campaign, Keith Baker, along with Imogen Gingell, is taking players to the western frontier of Eberron in Frontiers of Eberron Quickstone, which launched this week. A 257-page supplement that brings new player options, adventures, and a western-themed setting updated for the 2024 rules of D&D, providing a comprehensive toolkit for anyone wanting to explore a new frontier setting. Paizo also announced their September lineup of products, which included several map flip mats, the final part of the Curtain Call adventure path titled Bring the House Down, a new Starfinder playtest scenario, and other scenarios for Pathfinder and Starfinder. They also teamed up with Humble Bundle to release the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Bundle of the Dead, an $811 bundle priced at just $50. The bundle will be available until October 10, and a portion of the proceeds from this bundle will support Take This, a nonprofit organization focused on mental health awareness and representation within the gaming industry. Darrington Press, the publishing arm of Critical Role, announced the pre-orders for its upcoming role-playing game Daggerheart. The pre-order offers two versions of the game. The standard core set, priced at $60, includes a 300-page hardcover rulebook with detailed guidelines for character creation and world building. Additionally, it features a set of illustrated cards to help players easily access character abilities and backstory elements. For those seeking a more exclusive option, a limited edition is available for $150. This edition includes the same core content as the standard set, but offers additional items such as exclusive artwork, a Game Master screen, pre-printed character sheets, dice, and acrylic tokens, along with a special magnet-sealed box. Chaosium, in collaboration with ElfQuest creators Wendy and Richard Pinney, announced plans to reissue ElfQuest, the role-playing game, originally published in 1984. The role-playing game is based on the popular ElfQuest comic series and uses Chaosium's basic role-playing system as its core. To coincide with the 40th anniversary of the original game, Chaosium will launch a Kickstarter campaign in October. The campaign aims to bring back the vintage game in its original box edition format, including all supplements from the 1984 publications. Battlezoo also had a new release this week with Battlezoo Ancestry's Fairy Dragons, a new supplement now available for Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition and Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This 100-plus page book takes players and game masters deep into the realm of the Fae, introducing new dragons from the Fairy Dragon family. Green Ronin Publishing has launched a crowdfunding campaign on BackerKit for a new edition of the Expanse role-playing game, based on the novels by James S. A. Corey. The campaign introduces official Expanse miniatures for the first time. Green Ronin has teamed up with Wargames Atlantic to offer two sets of multi-part hard plastic miniatures, the spaceship crew and the ships of the Expanse. The iconic Traveler role-playing game is also getting miniatures with the release of the 5th Frontier War miniatures by Second Dynasty, now available on Kickstarter, officially licensed and created in collaboration with Mongoose Publishing. The new miniature line features over 80 character miniatures and 6 vehicles, all based on artwork from the latest edition of Traveler. We are nearing spooky season, which was made evident by the number of horror-themed releases that made their way to crowdfunding platforms this week. Limithron launched Pirate Borg, Down Among the Dead on Kickstarter. The campaign introduces new content for the popular Rules Light RPG, featuring a hardcover book with 3 full-length adventures. The expansion also includes Cabin Fever, a 180-page hardcover book designed by over a dozen contributors. It features 6 new adventures, new player character classes, rules for solo play, gameplay, and a bestiary. Onyx Path Publishing announced Curseborne, an upcoming role-playing game set to launch on Kickstarter on October 1st. The game puts players in a modern world haunted by ancient curses and monstrous legacies, where characters struggle with the weight of their heritage while navigating a cursed existence. Free League Publishing shared a first look at the new content arriving with the second edition of the Alien RPG launching on Kickstarter later this fall. Players got a look at maps by map artist Miska Fredman, including 2 key locations: the USCSS Fidanza, a Nostromo-style spaceship, and the mining colony Jeremiah 6. Both maps are included in the new cinematic adventure Rapture Protocol. Little Dusha has launched MIR Oath, a new dark fantasy role-playing game, on Kickstarter. The game places players in the role of agents of the ancient organization known as MIR, tasked with protecting reality from echoes, manifestations of past trauma that distort the world. These agents must confront these echoes, prevent their destructive potential, and protect the fragile balance of reality. And finally, Necromancer Games has introduced their latest holiday-themed RPG project, the Double Holiday Feature, which is now crowdfunding on Indiegogo. This campaign offers 2 seasonal adventures designed to bring a mix of magic, mystery, and festive excitement to gaming tables during the holiday season. Over in the miniature gaming world, the latest edition of Kill Team has officially launched, introducing the Kill Team Hivestorm boxed set, along with new Kill Teams, terrain, and accessories. Pre-orders for the new set are now available, with a 2-week pre-order window and special incentives for early buyers. Kill Team Hivestorm is the centerpiece of the new edition, featuring 2 brand new kill teams, the Tempestus Aquilons and Vespid Stingwings. The Aquilons are elite soldiers equipped with grav chutes for tactical insertion, while the Stingwings are swift and deadly fighters, enhanced with technology from the Tau Empire. In anticipation of Mantic Games' upcoming Kings of War expansion, a series of detailed previews have been released for the new additions to the Forces of the Abyss. This week, the focus was on 3 key units: Abyssal Berserkers, Abyssal Nagari, and the Lord of Lies. Grave Trigger, developed by Cardboard Dynamo, is now available to preview on Gamefound. This miniature skirmish game offers players diceless combat, measureless movement, and a narrative-driven campaign option. Over to the board game news. The board game adaptation of Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is returning to crowdfunding with 3 new expansions: Stronghold, Conflux, and Cove. The campaign, which launched on Gamefound this week, was funded in less than 3 minutes, and so far over $3.8 million has been pledged by 16,000 backers, with 9 days still to go. Steamforged Games announced a new campaign game in the Bardsung series titled Bardsung: Tale of the Forsaken Glade. The game is set to launch on Gamefound in the near future. Bardsung: Tale of the Forsaken Glade is a remastered version of the original Bardsung game, which received an ENnie award. In this new campaign, players enter a forested realm that was once a sanctuary for gods, but is now corrupted by a black dragon. Starting on a single tile, players will navigate the forest, encountering enemies like Twisted Fae, dragon-warped cultists, and various factions engaged in conflict as they work to save the forest from destruction. The OP Games announced the release of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Aang's Destiny, a deck-building game based on Nickelodeon's Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Horrible Guild has introduced its latest game, Railroad Tiles, on Kickstarter, a tile placement and transportation network building game for 1 to 4 players. While inspired by the popular Railroad Inc. series, Railroad Tiles offers a distinct gameplay experience with added strategy and new mechanics. The Kickstarter campaign for Railroad Tiles is running until October 10th. The project has already surpassed its initial goal, with over $269,000 pledged by over 2,300 backers. Emberleaf is a competitive card dancing and tile placement game that invites players into the role of Emberlings, determined to rebuild their homes in the heart of an ancient forest. Designed for 1 to 5 players, the game combines strategic resource management and tactical decisions as players explore the wilderness, clear dangerous areas, and construct new homes for their kin. Launched on Kickstarter, Emberleaf has quickly gained traction with over $157,000 pledged so far, significantly exceeding its $34,000 goal. The campaign also runs until October 10th. And finally, the card game news. Despite recent rumors of cancellation, Netflix has confirmed that the Magic: The Gathering series is still in development. During Netflix's Geeked Week, a new teaser image was released, showing that the animated adaptation of Magic: The Gathering is back on on track with a new creative team leading the project. The teaser features two of Magic the Gathering's well-known characters, Ajani and Chandra. Alongside this reveal, it was announced that Terry Matalas, known for 12 Monkeys and Star Trek Picard, is the new showrunner, taking over from the previous creative team led by the Russo brothers. And finally, the makers of the party game Cards Against Humanity have filed a lawsuit against Elon Musk's SpaceX, accusing the company of trespassing on and damaging land owned by the game company in Texas. The suit, filed on Thursday, seeks $15 million in damages, which includes compensation for the destruction of natural vegetation on the property. According to Cards Against Humanity, the land near Brownsville, Texas, was purchased in 2017 during a crowdfunding campaign aimed at obstructing former President Donald Trump's plan to construct a border wall between the US and Mexico. While no wall was ever built on the site, the company maintains a no trespassing sign on the property. The lawsuit claims that SpaceX has been using the land for the past 6 months without permission, using it as a staging area for construction projects. Activities such as clearing vegetation, parking vehicles, storing materials, and operating generators are among the cited actions that allegedly damaged the land. Cards Against Humanity acquired the property for the sole purpose of preserving its natural state, the lawsuit states. The game maker also argues that the unauthorized use of the land has negatively impacted its relationship with the 150,000 supporters who contributed to the original land purchase through a $15 crowdfunding effort. Despite complaints from Cards Against Humanity, the company claims SpaceX responded with an offer to buy the land at less than half its value, accompanied by a 12-hour deadline for acceptance. The game company declined the offer and made a tongue-in-cheek counter, stating that it would accept Twitter.com as compensation, referring to the social media platform Musk acquired in 2022 and later renamed X. SpaceX, which operates its Starbase facility nearby, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The company has faced criticism in the past for its environmental impact in the region, with state agencies citing violations of environmental regulations at its Texas launch site. Cards Against Humanity has vowed to distribute any financial award from the lawsuit back to the original 150,000 donors, promising up to $100 per person if successful. That was the Tabletop Gaming news this week. Remember to subscribe for more tabletop news, or head over to tabletopgamingnews.com for the latest updates.